And and again, there's such a heroism being tied to tearing down the statues, removing portraits. I mean, you can't even get through a TV show. Like we're trying to watch Black Lightning is this show on the CW. It's supposed to be about superheroes, and they glorify the daughter going to the rally to spray paint on a statue. It was glorified in the episode as it was a heroic move, and it was just disgusting.
Oh, yeah, and I quote opinion polls throughout the book showing that most Americans do not approve of this thing. Any kind of violence like that, any kind of vandalism. People just don't want that being done to their history unilaterally by this small, angry, violent group of radicals. They do not represent most Americans. They don't even represent most liberals. I mean, they're just a really vocal, violent, tight little group, and, they just want to get it done. I mean, look at the people who were tearing down this thing at UNC. I mean, those are just like socialists. Okay, they don't represent anybody. They can't win an election. They can't do anything like that. So let's not think that this is some kind of a popular movement to tear down America. But unfortunately, it's an extremely vocal movement, and it's in the media, it's in the education system, and it's in politics.
How do we deal with that in the college campuses? Let me give you an example. Someone very close to me is taking a college class, a mandatory class. It's called Cultural and Diversity, and the first lesson is on our whiteness and the shame that should come from our whiteness. And she really didn't even know how to approach the class. Like she said, I have to write a paper on how I'm oppressed as a female and how I'm privileged for being white. And I'm like, I really don't know exactly how to advise a student when they ask me that.
Well, I've always been a believer that the Title IX lawsuits are a good way to go. The whole Title IX system was put in place so that feminists could start beating up on people on campus. But I think there's an increasing awareness among conservatives and just among normal people who don't want to be indoctrinated that when they are presented with something like that, like, your whiteness is a crime and you have to atone for it, you can say, look, you're creating a hostile environment on campus, which is what Title IX is supposed to stop. And so if you don't cut it out, we're just going to sue you. I think that would be great. This should be happening all over America.
Oh, man, I wish that was so true. I wish we could have like that. And I wish campus reform was lit up with those lawsuits instead of some of the other nonsense that we're seeing.
It's starting, though. It's starting.
That's true. That's true.